Welcome to this week's episode of Blue by 90. This week, we talk about some recent recruiting news. Andrel Anthony commits to Michigan over MSU. We have a funny 5-star recruiting story about Jim Harbaugh. Then we touch on Lou Will's vacation from the NBA bubble. And make sure to stay tuned for our interview with Maddy Abbott.
This is the University of Michigan.
Touchdown, Michigan!
Midcourt, extra pass.
And it goes for the win! The three-pointer by Jordan Poole! Down the sideline! Peoples-Jones! Touchdown, Wolverine!
Welcome to Blue by 90, your Michigan Wolverines podcast. We are three dudes who talk maize and blue. I'm Kalen, joined by Jack and Ro. Guys, how are we doing this week?
Doing well.
Doing well. We're healthy. We had a little R&R in Grand Haven this weekend.
Yeah, I saw you guys getting after it.
Yep. Drank a lot of beer. Played a lot of cards.
I saw Ro getting after it.
I did get after it. A lot of dancing in our own Airbnb, but
yeah, dancing and stomping. That's why I'm drinking milk today instead of beer or liquor.
I actually heard. Oh, I'm actually still drinking beer. So
don't want to start going through withdrawals, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. There are actually rumors coming out of Grand Haven that there is no beer left because we drank it all.
I believe it, man. That was a rough day. We were drinking for, I did the math, 15 hours straight. Because what at least I started drinking at 11. Then we went on the boat at noon, and then we were up until 3 in the morning. 16 hours for me.
Honestly, that's the first time I've been up till 3 in the morning in a long time.
That's what I was just telling Heather a second ago. It's like, dude, we're too old for this.
Seriously.
Oh, good to know we got a couple alcoholics here. And I think I heard that you guys drank the city dry on the Blue by 90 Twitter, which is always telling straight facts.
That's true.
Sometimes not so many facts, but it's fine.
Rumors.
Right. Well, okay. So let's move into some of the news this past week here. Andrel Anthony, right? East Lansing wide receiver. I think he's a 3-star guy, at least on 24/7 Sports. He committed to Michigan, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yep. We plucked the kid out of East Lansing, which, you know what? I don't care if he's a 3-star. That's fine. You know, maybe he's not the highest touted guy, but I'll take any kid that grows up in the Spartans' backyard. I'll take him if he's coming to Ann Arbor. Let's go.
I know I said this the other day. I'm glad we took him from East Lansing, and that's a victory. But it's a 3-star guy. I don't care. I hope this hype train is over, and we just forget about him until 3 years from now when he transfers, and we're like, oh wait, that guy, we took him out of East Lansing, right?
Oh man.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. But I still don't care. I'll take any guy out of East Lansing. The thing too is like I don't even want to be on your side, but to your point, we have this unbelievably deep wide receiver class already. Like with Xavier Worthy and some of these other guys, it's like he might not even get playing time. But how cool would it be if he did?
Hey, we get enough in-season wins versus Spartans. It was time to get an off-season win, and that was a good one. So it's a positive, but everybody can calm down now.
Hey, if it's a guy that Josh Gaddis thinks he can put out there and perform and get the wins, then I'm all for it. I'm going to celebrate every win I can. So let's go.
That's true.
Love it. And I honestly think like it was devastating to Michigan State. No joke. Like I'll throw shade at Michigan State all day, any day, but this is dead serious. I think that was devastating to them. This was a guy that was in their backyard. He's actually a 3-star for Michigan State right now. Again, not throwing shade. They needed him. They need a 3-star. They didn't have they're ranked 70th in the country in recruiting. They're behind Miami of Ohio in recruiting. No joke. No joke.
You are the biggest Spartan hater, and I love it. I love it because I know as soon as Mike and Justin and both Justins. As soon as they listen to this, they're gonna text me and be like, "I hate that fucking guy. He needs to stop talking about us Spartans."
Hey, you know what?
Normally I would back them up, but this time I'm like, yeah, I mean, who cares?
Hey, you know what though? Mel Tucker took that cool picture of him smoking a cigar that one time though, so they're good. They're golden here.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Maybe they can move to the MAC and then they'll be number 1 in the rankings. Oh wait, no, they'd still be number 2.
Oh jeez.
All right, I'm done. All right, I'm
He's
done.
just-
I'm done.
Roast
In other
session. Okay, let's move on from that. Oh my gosh, I can like feel your hatred through the screen for them. What, Isaiah Wilson, right?
Yeah.
You saw
big news from Bussin' with the Boys podcast.
Yes.
With him. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up what we put up on Instagram. So crazy story. I'm sure everybody's heard it by now.
BlueBy90.com.
And BlueBy90.com, and BlueBy90 Twitter, and BlueBy90 Facebook, and BlueBy90 MySpace, which is my favorite of all. Well, Isaiah Wilson came out.
Hold on. What is the BlueBy90 MySpace song?
Ballin' by Jim Jones. Or We Fly High. I'm sorry.
Fly High. Okay.
Or Money in the Bank.
What
Money in
about
the
swag
Bank.
surfing?
That's another great. It's actually Mr. Brightside, which makes the most sense.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, Boys Like
Isaiah
Girls by. Sorry.
All right. Yeah.
Isaiah Wilson, who was a 5-star, like number 16 overall, 2017 recruiting class, who's a 91% crystal ball lean on 247 Sports to Michigan, claims the reason that he didn't come to play in Ann Arbor, and quoted from the podcast, said, "Remember when Michigan first got the deal with Jordan? Harbaugh just wouldn't take off his cleats. He came to my in-home visit with cleats on his feet, and I have hardwood floors. And he's just walking around with cleats, bro. After that, it was over." First of all, I love the fact that Harbaugh is just that kooky, and he wouldn't take his fucking cleats off. Like what is that? But second of all, I'm like, that's just basic manners. You walk in someone's house, you take your cleats off.
Whether you're wearing flip-flops or slides or loafers, like anything.
Especially a 5-star guy. I know, I mean, that could have been excused because he ended up getting paid by Georgia to go there, or whatever it was, whatever the rumors are. But that is just a hilarious Harbaugh story.
Dude, I'm going to come in to defend Harbaugh a little bit here. Have you ever been to somebody's house and you like walk in with your shoes on and they go like, "Hey, can you take your shoes off?" Or have you been to somebody's house and gone, "Is this a shoes on house, a shoes off house? What do you want me to do?"
Yeah, every time. So how are you going to defend Harbaugh?
So then where's the kid going like, "Hey, can you take your shoes off?" Or
Well,
his mom or dad going,
He says
"Hey,
Harbaugh just wouldn't take off his cleats.
So he
So
said,
I feel like that's
"Hey, Jim, can you
insinuating.
take your shoes off?" And Jim went, "I'm not taking my shoes off." What?
But also, that could be something where Harbaugh never asked the question when he walked in. He just kind of walked in with his cleats on.
And then nobody said anything.
And then nobody said anything. And there's like, what the fuck is going on?
I put this on our Twitter too. All it made me think of was the old Under Armour click clack commercial. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
It's like just Harbaugh just click clacking through. Like how awkward would that be if everyone's like he's walking to the bathroom, click clack click clack. Like he's got to know like, hey, I should probably take these off.
He's making a statement.
Well, didn't you say that, or in the same interview, didn't the kid also say that he decommitted from Alabama because Nick Saban didn't give him a hug when he committed?
And that's the thing too. After he said that, Taylor Lewan, who's one of the hosts and former Michigan guy, he was like, "So you're pretty sensitive, huh, bro?" I don't know what he said after that, but I started dying when I heard him say that.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, apparently that story was wild too. Like he committed, Saban shook his hand instead of giving him a hug.
Isaiah Wilson said he went for the hug, spread his arms, and then Saban put his hand out, and he was just like, "What the fuck?" And apparently he like decommitted right away. I don't know.
He literally decommitted like right there, apparently, which is just wild.
That
Wild.
is insane, dude.
But also,
these
I'm
kids,
a 5-star guy. I'm like, if I'm going for a hug, you're gonna give me a hug. You know,
Yeah.
big ass dude. I think what is he, 6'7", 350? He ended up being like a first-round pick as a lineman. And imagine this. He was a right tackle. So that would have meant if he came to Michigan, all of our linemen would have got drafted.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Actually, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Sheesh.
If only Jim could take his damn cleats off.
I know, man. I'm like, fuck.
That's kind of prima donna, though.
I know.
Real.
Do you even want the kid if he's like, the hug thing? I would be like, all right, he's a prima donna.
That was weird. I get the cleat thing. I feel like
the cleat thing is weird.
Even when people come into like our condo and they wear their shoes, I'm like looking at them like, what are you doing? Come on. Basic manners. Basic manners here. Take your shoes off.
Just the image of cleats on a hardwood floor, like walking around. Oh my god,
cringy, man.
It's like, bro, you know better. You're an adult.
Right.
Come on now. So yeah.
And what did they just get? Like, did they just get off the practice field? Jim, can you wear just some regular J's like to a recruiting visit? Wear the Air Monarchs like every other dad in America.
Freshest shoes of all time. I want some so bad.
No. Okay, let's move on. What was our last topic we want to touch on?
Strip club.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Dude, Lou Will said who knows the real story? I get the order mixed up.
So he left the bubble because he had to deal with some family business. I'm not sure exactly what it was. I want to say it was a funeral.
I think it was a funeral, yeah.
So he had to go back to Georgia, I believe. But while he was gone, he went to go. The story started off. He went to Magic City, which is like a famous strip club, and they're actually really well known for their wings as well as the strippers. But he went there, and apparently he got carry-out wings from Magic City. So that became like a headline.
Now I saw the picture, and the food looked awesome.
Yes, the wings looked incredible. But can we stop at just the fact that this strip club is known for their takeout wings?
hey now, deja vu. The best popcorn I have ever had in my entire life. I swear to God. I swear to God. It's like, if you think you've had the best popcorn you've ever had, go to Deja Vu in Ypsilanti, and I swear to God, it's worth the $20 cover just to get your popcorn from there because it's the best popcorn I've ever had.
I feel like the popcorn there is like, make popcorn in the microwave, then just like dump salt all over it.
I love my salt. That might be it. I just love my sodium. I'm going to die at 32.
Yeah,
hopefully Mrs. Shield over there isn't listening.
No, she knows. I've told her. I was like, you want good popcorn? We got to do it. We got to go date each other.
Got hit the
$20 cover, but we'll eat our worth of popcorn.
So this Friday, I'm thinking of taking you out for a date night. So it'll be a surprise. Okay, honey. Okay, let's go. Walk over. Deja vu. Honey, I got you a perfect meal too. We got a whole basket full of popcorn.
So, fun fact, a lot of my old coworkers in the Metro Detroit area talked about Pantheon had amazing lamb chops. I said, no way. They sent me a picture, and it was like a chef-cooked lamb chops at a strip club.
Dude,
I can't say I've ever eaten at a strip club like that. Why are these places known for these meals? This is incredible.
It's weird.
I don't know. I was listening to the 3 Point podcast, and one of the guys says his like coworkers or his buddies that work in Atlanta, apparently they go to Magic City for lunch. Like their lunch break, they'll go to Magic City, get takeout, and just like that's their lunch.
Do they get dances at the same time?
I don't know. But going back to that, yes. Okay. So it started off, he was just getting carry out, got some wings, and people were like backing him up, like, yeah, the wings are good, la da da da. And then rapper Jack Harlow, apparently a picture is leaked from either he put it on his Instagram story or something, where he took a selfie with Lou Will inside the strip club. And then it kind of built from there. And then after that, one of the strippers said she gave him a dance, social distancing, but which means he was there. He was hanging out at the strip club. He didn't just go in for carry out. He was in there and he was enjoying himself. Which
wait,
It's fine.
Wait,
but dude,
okay.
you're supposed to be in the bubble and like, come on.
Wait, what is a social distanced strip dance?
6
I was
feet
gonna
away.
ask the same thing.
6
yeah.
feet away.
So
Apparently.
it's just looking at somebody 6 feet away, gyrating their body.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Interesting. Okay.
That's the life we live now.
It's a whole new world.
It
A
is.
whole new world. I did see this was at the beginning of COVID and quarantine and something, but I saw on the internet that they were doing like drive-through dances at one of the strip clubs. I don't even remember where it was, but like they were just like in a glass box and you could drive through and watch and throw dollar bills on them.
That's amazing.
Okay, for real. Okay. So drive-through dances. Are you guys going?
Depends what kind of food they got.
That's a great question. Or great answer,
They got
yeah.
the Magic City wings. I'm in.
Can I eat wings, popcorn, and lamb chops in the car while I drive through? Then I'm in.
Oh my god.
Might not even look up for my food though.
Yeah, no, I'm crushing those wings.
Oh man. Oh, those are great answers, guys. Okay, let's cut it there. And so make sure everybody you stay tuned for our interview with former Michigan volleyball player Maddy Abbott, which should be coming up next. So stay tuned for that. All right, Maddy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm super excited to be on.
For sure. Yeah. Are you're still in Ann Arbor. This is kind of our take two, I know. So we're going over information again. But
yes,
pretend you've never heard these questions before, right?
I'm still in Ann Arbor. Like I said, I just can't seem to close the yearbook. I just love this place too much to leave.
What's your favorite bar in Ann Arbor?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it depends what you're looking for, you know? Like, I will say that I've always been a Skeeps girl. Like, I once said that if I die, just like throw my ashes at Skeeps. I've been known to say that. But I would say, like, as I've grown up, actually, JD was the one who told me about Bill's, and I started going there, like, right when I turned 21. That's a favorite. I love Dom's. Like, I love, love, love Dom's. I think those are kind of, I loved Ann Arbor Brewing Company, but that's gone now.
Yeah, dude.
That was like my favorite spot.
Heather and I that's where Heather and I went to. We went to Corner Brewery in Ipsy. So it's Arbor Brewing, just their Ipsy location.
Oh,
But
I about that. I need to try that.
for anybody listening, if Maddy refers to me as JD, this is Jack. You know, I've got a lot of different names floating out there, so just so there's no confusion. But yes, I'm glad that I'm the person that told you about Bill's. I'm kind of disappointed that I was the first one, but I'm proud to hold that honor.
Well, it was because I wasn't like 21. I don't think I was 21 yet. Like, I think I was still.
Yeah, you were probably because you were a senior when you first started working at OTF, right?
I don't know. I think just none of my friends we're going to Bill's. Like, it was just kind of like a time where people were still just like not casually drinking like that. So
Rowan and I had this conversation a while ago where it was like we kind of split it up into college bars versus like when we're an adult, like what's our favorite bar? And like I think we had the same answers. I said Skeeps, of course. Okay. And then as an adult, like Bill's, Beer Grotto.
Yes.
Awesome spots.
Heidelberg.
More like Heidelberg, yeah, more the Main Street areas.
I was gonna say, like, I think that I've been going to Grotto way more because Bill's has been so busy that I can't even like get in half the time. So I've just been going to Grotto.
That's where we're missing Rush Street, which just filled that niche, right? It was like, it was so good.
Maddy, I don't know if I ever told you about Rush, but it was the best bar in Ann Arbor. Like, if it was still here, like, literally, you and Ben, like, all those guys, like, everybody would love it. It was very underrated and just not super well known by the college crowd.
It was kind of like the Skeeps of Main Street a little bit. Like, it was the
For
end
adults.
of the night type.
For
It
adults.
was like the end of the night, but it still had a DJ and a dance floor. Like, it was. I mean, it was right on Main Street. What's
it's the Blue Llama Jazz Club now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've heard everyone says that, and I'm always like, where even was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right where Blue Llama was. But yeah, I think it shut down, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
Maybe less.
R.I.P.
Great spot.
Oh, I'm sure I would have loved it. Yeah, Babs is actually another one of my favorites.
Oh.
Yeah. Babs is solid. Can't really dance at Babs though.
No.
So that's why Pretzel Bell is like.
Yeah. So what's the opinion on Pretzel Bell? Yeah, enlighten us.
I love Pretzel Bell. I think that it's fun for like drinks and games, but for me, like I'm having a really fun night, I'm not going to Pretzel Bell.
What?
I don't know why. Like I just like never. I don't know. Like I've had some like great memories there, but I never like have like a blast. Do you know what I mean?
You're too cool for us now.
Yeah, you haven't hung out with us there. That's your first problem. But.
No, I actually haven't. That's probably why. But like, I don't know. I think my parents love Pretzel Bell, so I think that I just associate it with that too. Like, I don't know.
This episode brought to you by Pretzel Bell.
I'm officially sponsored. Yes.
Oh God, sorry.
Or any other bar, or any other bar that we just mentioned that would like to sponsor us too. We'll take any of them.
All right, let's move into some of our more formal questions here. So Michigan Volleyball, among other sports teams, just passed voluntary workouts due to COVID. Sorry, just paused voluntary workouts due to COVID. How do you think the players and coaches are handling the situation? What would you do if you were on the team?
You know, I'm like so close with a lot of the girls that are on the team, and I just feel for them. It's just tough. I feel like not even from an athletic perspective, like to keep like having these kind of like, I don't know, deadlines or dates, like keep getting pushed back and like not really knowing, having this great like unknown, I think is just stressful for anyone. And then when you look at like an athletic schedule, that's just, I can't even imagine being in their shoes. I don't know. I feel for them because they got their spring canceled, which obviously volleyball is a fall sport, and spring is really, really important in terms of like freshman development and just like growing as a team and like really being able to like work out those kinks. I would say for me, like my freshman spring was like the biggest transformational like phase in my life, just like personally and like athletically, and like it was just a huge growing time for me. So I feel bad that they didn't get that. And then now like they're still kind of facing all this stuff. You know, another aspect of it is that like the Big Ten for volleyball is like so competitive. And so for us, like preseason is really big for us to like boost our RPI and to get those numbers up before we head into, you know, the battleground basically. So, you know, thinking about canceling non-conference games, that's a big, big deal for the program too. So I feel for them. You know, they're all great girls. I'm sure they're keeping it in perspective and just knowing that at the end of the day, it's a sport and their health and like is more important than that. But it's hard to keep things in perspective, I think, for sure. I feel for them.
Now, what is RPI? I'm not a volleyball expert by any means.
I don't even know what it stands for. I'm such an idiot. What is it?
It's like it's just like a ranking, right? Like
yeah, it's a ranking that determines, I don't know what it stands for, but it determines your strength of schedule. So if you're beating like your RPI will be different than your actual ranking. So if you're beating a team that like wins their conference but is not D1 or not D1 but like isn't a high program, like you're going to get a boost from that. Mm-hmm. Let's say you lose to like a really bad team in the Big Ten who has like obviously great teams, like it just tries to like balance out like if you have like a weaker schedule or a stronger schedule. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah. Fascinating stuff.
And Maddie, obviously you played volleyball, right? So I'm a pretty superstitious guy. When I played baseball, like I kind of went through the same routine every day. I went through a period where I only ate Famous Bowls from KFC prior to a game because I had one good game after I ate a Famous Bowl. So did you have a pregame routine that you stuck with every game? Are you superstitious? Kind of like walk us through your pregame, how it worked when you played volleyball at Michigan.
I would agree. I think I'm superstitious. I don't know if that's because my dad was a baseball player and I've been around that. I feel like baseball is so superstitious. But they do a pretty good job of trying to actually like structure that within our game days, so we don't have to think too much about it. Like, we pretty much have the same schedule. Wake up. I would like wake up, get a coffee. We have a serve and pass, kind of like a shoot around for basketball. In the morning, they would get us bagels. I always had like a blueberry bagel with strawberry cream cheese, super healthy. We'd have that. We'd have serve and pass, which I loved. That was like one of my favorite parts about playing volleyball. Just like so fun. I feel like to be in the gym in the morning and like, I don't know, the anticipation of the night. That was like one of my favorite times. After that, what would I do? I'm a big runner. I don't know if I'm like a great runner, but I do like to run. So after that, I'd usually go for around like 3-mile run, shower. We'd have another meal. We have the same thing every time: chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes, and have
sounds like a famous bowl, kind of.
It does. I'm telling you.
Much.
Add the corn in there. You're good.
Oh, we sometimes had corn too. Sometimes.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah. That was pretty much it.
I have a question for you. So with volleyball in Michigan, you play in 2 different arenas sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So what was better or what did you like better? Cliff Keen Arena or when you guys went into into Chrysler Center?
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. I love both. Like, I think Cliff Keen was nice just in terms of like convenience and like feeling like a true home court advantage, just because like that's where we practice. And like, it sounds kind of crazy, but like for me, in terms of like serving, like if you're in a smaller space, it's easier to see the court almost, and then it's like a field, you know what I mean? And if you're on a bigger field, it's going to look different from that perspective. So it always took a little while to get adjusted to Chrysler in terms of like that sense. But I mean, you just really cannot top playing in Chrysler. Like, it was just incredible. Like, to be able to come through that tunnel and like really see how many people would show up for like women's volleyball was so cool. And they would always try to do it for big games for us. Like, every year I played, they would kind of increase that amount of games that we got, because volleyball is a pretty popular sport in terms of the Big Ten. So we got pretty much like all of our big games were in Chrysler my senior year, which was just incredible. I mean, it's like goosebumps kind of stuff.
I'm kind of shocked you said Chrysler, because personally, I'm a guy where I would like Cliff Keen, right? That's who you guys played, Cliff Keen. So like, just a more intimate feeling when you're right there. The crowd is right around you.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Totally. I mean, I like both of them. I don't know. Like, I guess Cliff Keen was like home. Like, we wanted to be there. It was just comfortable. But then Chrysler always kind of like took your breath away and made you kind of like step back sometimes and actually think about like, what am I actually doing? And like, I'm playing for Michigan and wearing this jersey. And Chrysler's different too, because you kind of get more people who aren't just volleyball fans. Like Cliff Keen, you kind of get a younger crowd of people who like kind of know volleyball, and so sometimes it's a little less exciting. Sometimes it's more exciting because like they know the game, but in Chrysler you get a lot of fans who just like want to be in Chrysler, and they kind of like hype up these events, so it's kind of fun to have like a new energy as well.
I also think that you can do in Chrysler, like you've got the video board, you can do some more music and lights. And I don't know if you know this, but my girlfriend's she like runs the game days and stuff for you guys. And so like,
wait, who is it?
My girlfriend is Jacqueline Crummy. She's a event.
What? I didn't know. She's like the coolest ever. I love her. Oh my gosh. It's like so rad.
But yeah, like she loves it, obviously, when you guys are able to go into Chrysler, because then like it's an actual production. There's just so much more to it. And you know, they can, which is cool for you guys, especially because pretty much every time you guys are in Chrysler now, you're on either Big Ten Network or ESPN or something. So it's like there's a whole added element to it, right? Which is pretty cool.
Kaylin,
Really
Kaylin, you know what we need to do is anytime Justin brings up that Jacqueline works for production for Michigan, we need to start like
they know
finishing
each
our
other.
beer. Every episode. I don't know if you know this, but my girlfriend works.
Guys, I'm not that cool, so I have to hype up the like cool person that I associate myself with. Come on.
She's so cool. I need to talk to her actually, because speaking of that, I forgot about this, but so they did like a big like video promo thing like for our senior year, which was awesome. Like it was so fun. But they did like one of those like superlative videos that was like out of the 3 seniors, you know, like who's most likely or whatever, like one of those things. And it was, you know, they did a bunch of really like cool ones. Like it was like who's like most likely to be president, like who's like most likely to like, I don't know, run the world. And then they did who's most likely to like have their own reality TV show. And first, like I was the only one. From the other ones, it's like really sporadic, like different names. And then for this one, it was like Maddie.
We'll have to find that and use that as our preview for your episode.
Oh yeah.
I actually need to talk to her because I really want to like get that video. It was so. We would get in trouble if we like looked up and were watching the videos like during our huddles. And so like I'm sitting there probably getting like roasted, like hearing the name like over and over. I'm like trying not to laugh, but oh my gosh, it was so funny.
And you guys, you did do that you had the really cool Friends photo shoot, right? Was that you guys?
For me, but that was cool.
Oh, sorry.
No, it was really cool. That was, I think, yeah.
My bad.
Come on, bro. Your girlfriend works for the Michigan
I know. I
Player.
should know this stuff.
You should know this.
No, that was a cool idea.
But during
go for it, Jack.
I was saying during your time with volleyball at Michigan, did you have a favorite memory, favorite moment from that time, or?
Yeah, I mean, such a loaded question. I would say in terms of like small things, like I just miss, you know, being in a gym and like being in the locker room. I think you like take that playing sports like throughout my whole life. I think I took that for granted. And when I didn't have that, you know, I think everyone says the same thing. Like, it's just like, whoa, that's kind of a weird feeling to like not have a place to like always feel like you can just like speak your mind or I don't know, connect with people. But I miss that. I miss just like competing. I don't know. It sounds crazy. I don't even consider myself to be that competitive, but I miss just like, I don't know, winning sometimes. Like it sounds crazy, but I think I need to find a new outlet for that to like get that validation. But in terms of like really specific, like favorite memory, I would say probably we beat Wisconsin at Wisconsin, and they were a little bit of a rival for us my senior year, and they were ranked really high. Like they were one of the highest teams in the Big Ten. They were ranked, I think, 5th in the country at that point.
Wow. And
it was one of those things I say that I'm like, I'm like slightly telepathic. Like I have this like sense sometimes. And I swear, like I woke up and I was like, I know we're going to win this game. Like I just have this feeling. And I just like felt good. It was just one of those days where like everything was clicking. And I had a really great game. So that always helps, you know, in terms of like what your favorite memory is. But it was just the most fun like atmosphere to just like kind of make this whole huge gym really silent, and to get that win was really big for our team in terms of just like momentum, but also like ranking wise, it really, really helped us and kind of made us a respected power in the Big Ten.
I can see where the reality TV show stuff comes in now. I can see like your intro. It's like, hi, I'm Maddy Abbott, and I'm telepathic.
I know. You're so right. That's what's so sad. Like, so sad. I think I watch too much reality TV because I start to like emulate these people, and it's just bad.
Now we're doing so much travel to all these different places, and obviously beating Wisconsin at Wisconsin, that's had to have been awesome to just be on the court and be like, yeah, that's right. But what was your favorite away games to like play at?
Yeah. I love this question because I feel like it makes me reflect and like actually think about games where they all kind of like blur together sometimes. But I loved playing at Penn State because it's just an iconic volleyball program. I mean, it's just like great school too, but in terms of volleyball, men's and women's, like they've produced so many Olympians and just like great players, and their coach is kind of a legend. So playing in that gym, there's just banners like literally throughout the whole thing, and they have a really, really dedicated fan base that knows volleyball. Like they like change the way the game goes almost. They're so in tune. So I loved playing there. Where else did I love playing? We just gotta like go to some different schools that like I'd never seen, not even in terms of just like volleyball, but like we got to play at UNC and Duke, which I just feel like that's just so dope. Like they're just, those schools are just so cool. The one place that we hated playing was Maryland. I'll tell you that much. Like it was the worst place to play, just a miserable experience all around. So we were always glad to get the win and just get out of there quickly.
Why is that? Just a terrible fan base, or just like nothing to do in the area, or?
They have the smallest, like kind of like bubble gym that it like they have their band stand literally like on the court pretty much, which it gets crazy loud and like just it's an intense environment. It's fun because it gets like rowdy, but
yeah,
it's just one of those places that you're like, I don't know about this.
Get me out of here as soon as possible. So I'm glad you brought up Penn State, because I remember when I was probably high school, maybe earlier in college, where Penn State was like, they were the team. Like they were Alabama in football, and they were, the Patriots in the NFL. Like they were unreal, always top of the country. Are they still that way now?
Yeah, they are. I mean, there's like they're still always like the top of the Big Ten. They're not like number one anymore like they like used to be, but it's really only because the Big Ten is so good. Like, yeah, there's actually a statistic that like basically says it's harder to win the Big Ten than it is to win a national championship, because you're going up against basically all of the best teams. But I mean, you have Minnesota, Nebraska. I mean, Nebraska is like incredible. Stanford, obviously Pac-12, but you have a couple other teams that have kind of snuck into the top, like number one, number two, but Penn State is still up there.
Perfect. Wait till you're done talking, I'm gonna sure get this perfect pour. Should we get this on camera?
Everyone's pouring their beers now, I guess.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Is that the most perfect pour you guys have ever seen in your entire life? Get the beer logo in there. Pretty talented.
Have you guys had these Truly lemonades?
No, because Truly's awful.
Good though.
I'm actually a White Claw guy, but don't be a hater, Jack.
Fucking by you.
These Truly lemonades. It's a strawberry lemonade. It's very good. Very good.
I've heard they're good. I've kind of moved on to High Noons.
Ooh, the Nooners are real good.
Big Barstool gal?
Good. What did you say?
I've never had that. What is it? High Noon?
Gal? El Presidente selling you on the High Noons?
No. He didn't. I don't know. I think I just drank too many White Claws. Like I can have like one or two now, but I kind of tapped out a little bit.
What about the new variety pack?
I drink too many of those too.
We'll find something for you, Maddie. There's a New Holland Brewing Company. If you stop there on your way up this weekend,
really?
They've got new like mixed drinks and cans. They had hold on, let me try to find this photo. But like for me, they've got like bourbon and Coke. They've got let me find these. Like they look fucking awesome.
Larry Lage keeps posting like these like pictures of like drinks from the last word. Have you seen those?
Yes, I think it's the same thing. Like similar, very, very similar. But I don't. I saw it one time. What did he? Hold on. So like, but it was a can thing, right?
Yeah, it was a can.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So similar thing. So let me. Okay. So here's a photo.
Don't worry, we'll just wait for you, Jack. Go ahead.
Wait, this is my show, right? Like I can
That's
wait
true.
as long as I want. Okay. So they've got blueberry gin lemonade, Holland Mule, bourbon cola, and rum punch. They're all 9%, and they're all in a can.
9%, nice.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So bro, we're gonna have to try to find those when we go up to Grand Haven.
Yeah.
And
then we'll
be there,
die.
west side of the state. Oh, that's the plan. I hope to die. I don't want to come back.
Very.
Burn my body in Grand Haven, and then
Not
like
as
take my
Skeeps.
ashes to Skeeps.
Oh man. Okay, Maddie. Well, we're obviously way off the rails. I'll try to reorient us somewhat back into
Thank God for Kalen. Or with this
into
podcast,
reality.
it's a fucking mess.
Well, okay. So generally, we talk a lot of football. We sometimes veer off into basketball, but generally, we're pretty much mainly football. Do you have like a favorite tradition to spend like a football Saturday at Michigan?
Well, it's kind of weird because like throughout my 4 years, we play on Saturdays too, so we never got to go to games, which was the one downfall of being a Michigan volleyball player. But every year we usually got about 1 or 2 games that we could go to, which was awesome. I would say, and this year, obviously, I was not an athlete. I was just in school, so I got to experience it. But I would say, just a good tailgate, head to a good lunch, probably some fried food, and then I'd say like I'd go to like 1 or 2 games a year, but most of the time I'm pretty content with just going back to my couch. And I like football. Like I actually like watching the game. So like for me, I'd rather like just chill and like watch from my TV most of the time.
That's so reasonable. Yeah,
that is.
I'm not mad at that.
I was going to say, we'd have a good time talking about the games, but I'm kind of disappointed that you said you had time to stop for lunch before the game started, between the tailgate. What are you doing, Maddie?
I know.
Come on.
I think that I just wasn't groomed for like the tailgate like lifestyle because like I didn't start doing it as a freshman because we just couldn't. So like I think that I never like learned how to do it. So then when I tried to, it was like just
Should I start like the Justin Rowe School of Tailgating?
You should. You should.
We can
offer
start grooming
scholarships.
kids. Bring in kids on their like high school visits, their college visits when they're like a senior. Come on over. We're gonna get you up at 6 a.m. playing the fight song, and we're gonna start, shotgun a beer right away. I probably shouldn't be talking about just giving alcohol to minors, but we'll cut that.
Oh my God.
It's 21 and up. All right.
Maddie, I feel like I've been a bad friend.
Sure,
If I have never invited you to one of Justin Rowe's tailgates, I've been a bad friend. He literally, I swear to God, he has one of the best tailgates I've ever been to. Like the dude lives for fucking tailgate.
Oh,
He'll go to bed Thursday night, have his truck packed, sleep all day Friday, wake up at 1 a.m. on Saturday, get the tailgate all set up, do a couple keg stands by himself, and then he's ready to go by the time everybody shows up. Well, that'll be a road trip from Chicago that you'll have to.
Yes. Wait, is that like the tailgate that you would always go to?
Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm bummed that I never made it.
Hannah, Sam, like that whole crew, dude.
I know.
Sam is like the party starter too.
He really is.
Sam gets a shout out on our podcast once a week for
Basically
sure.
every week, yeah.
Just for his twerking.
Dan deserves a shout out literally every day. Like that he is just like being a ray of somewhere at all times.
He's gonna love this. He's gonna love this.
We're just gonna compile all of our Sam comments over the whole season.
So I guess Maddie, to expand on the tailgating, because that's a big thing for us. Did you ever do frat tailgates, or was it always like golf course, or like whenever you did do it? How did you spend a tailgate day? Like, would you prefer one way over the other? Like, if you could describe your ideal tailgate, how would you do it?
I mean, mine was definitely I definitely never had really like the nice golf course experience. Like if I was tailgating, I was like going to a frat or going to like a big athlete. There's one specific sport team that usually has a disgusting event.
I love how proud you are of this event.
Remain anonymous, but usually went to that. And then somehow, I don't even know. Then the day just took me from there. But yeah, I never had like the nice experience of like the golf course or like, I feel like that's like elite tailgating. And I like never got that.
I'm glad you think that. I'm glad like that is known among Michigan students. I mean, especially athletes, because it is. It is the best of the best.
Yeah.
Anytime you're on because if you're on a tailgate in the golf course, there's literally people just like boom, 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 just stacked up next to you. And you can just kind of hop around. You got friends everywhere. There's always food. That's the way to do it.
I know. I think that I'm ready for that stage in my life now. Like, I think that's what I need.
Sadly enough, you're old like us now, so you kind of have to.
Yeah, I'm just at that point.
And I'd like Ro to jump in here too, because there is a bit of a difference between being on the golf course and being in the blue lot, right?
Ooh, VIP.
There is. Yeah. I mean, the golf course is like party central for sure. Like Jack just said, you can go from one to the other, which I know frats obviously are like party central, but there's still a lot of partying going on in the golf course. But we do go to the blue lot a little bit, the Chrysler parking lot.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little VIP, I'd say, and a little exclusive.
Did you tell him that your girlfriend works for?
I don't know if anybody has heard that before.
You get a parking pass?
I get a couple parking passes. We're good to go. I make sure to ask for extras so we can like have our tailgate be 3 parking spots wide. but I mean, it still gets ratchet in there. At least at our tailgate.
Always good.
I absolutely love it. I feel like a bunch of my like dad's buddies all like now have started to like kind of move into that and like have the spaces, and it always seems.
Does your dad, does he come back to any games or tailgates or anything like that?
Yeah, he does. He like when I was playing, he would try to coordinate it with like our schedule, so like find a good game like for both teams, but now my sister's playing water polo here, so he kind of has the same luxury of being able to have an excuse to come back and watch games. But yeah, he I mean is like the biggest Michigan fan of all time. I mean, I know you guys are like Michigan fans, but like he would be on your level. Like MGO Blue, not MGO Blue. What is it? MGO Blog. Is that the?
Yeah.
Blueby90.com, I think is what you meant to say.
Yeah.
Blueby90.com.
WolverineDigest.com.
He's all over everything, so he's a diehard fan.
Love it.
That's the goal. We gotta get Jim out here. We gotta get Jim out for a tailgate, and that would be a great time. I just want to chug a beer with Jim Abbott. That would be like like life goal right there. But I'm glad we brought that up. So I mean, you come from an athletic family. Don't quote me on this, but your mom played in college, correct?
Yeah, basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, and where at?
She played at UC Irvine, UCI.
Okay, so your mom played basketball. Jim obviously was a legend at Michigan. I mean, All-American, think Golden Spikes Award, drafted 8th overall in MLB draft. You played at Michigan. Your little sister is currently on the water polo team at Michigan. Who's the athlete out of your family?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I guess I would have to say my dad. I mean, the guy that did throw a no-hitter like in Yankee Stadium, but my sister and I have this joke, like I can't say her because like she's an incredible water polo player, and like water polo is by far the hardest sport I think of like literally anything. Like those girls are in the most phenomenal shape, and like to swim and tread water and like
they kick the shit out of each other under the water too.
Yeah, wrestling underwater while not drowning. I mean, it's incredible, the stuff they do. But I mean, the girl like is just, she's a fish. Like she can't do anything on land. So I can't say her.
Oh man.
My mom's a great athlete too, very competitive. But my dad is just like a phenomenal athlete. Like he's a great golfer. He's just like good at everything. You know what I mean? Like he's good at like bowling or like whatever it is. Like he's gonna win. Like
he just like picks it up and then it's
yeah.
He's a natural.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, honestly, I thought you were gonna say Ella because put me in water, I'm drowning. Like I don't.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Put a life jacket on me. I'm drowning. I cannot swim to save my life. I am a land animal, and that's where I thrive. You know, like don't put me in the water. It is bad news.
I know. I mean, the stuff that like they do is seriously like. I mean, when we're like, we have a cottage in northern Michigan, and when we're up there, we try to like, you know, get a little workout, and she'll take me through like some of her swim workouts. I mean, it is like I can't do it. Like it's impossible. It's so hard, and I just don't know how they even like do the stuff they do.
It's not fair, to be honest.
It's really impressive.
No, yeah, it's swimming workouts are definitely no joke.
No joke.
Oh, I do have a question. Sticking with your dad as the topic here, I'm sure you've heard like there are a million stories about him out there, right? Like you've probably heard plenty from himself and you know his friends. Is there one that sticks out? Like, what's the best one you've heard? Maybe not even from him, from one of his friends or somebody else, like about him.
Oh my gosh, I feel like there's some good ones. Well, I don't even know. In terms of like baseball, or in just terms of like life, or like Michigan, or like anything.
The best
Just
one.
whatever.
Best one you got.
Give us a couple, or
I mean, you can do one from each segment.
There's so many good ones.
Give us, just list them off. Top 5.
Let me think of like someone. Well, he's from Flint, so I feel like that's a big part of him that sometimes people
Local
like
dude
about. So he talks a lot about his childhood, and like being from Flint is something that's like super important to him. So, and my grandparents are obviously from Flint, and they live up here too. And so I get a lot of those stories. It's kind of funny to get asked this question because I wasn't expecting it. Like usually I get asked like kind of the opposite, like, you know, like what's like the most inspirational like thing you've heard about him or something like that. Like, so it's kind of funny to think of the opposite because like, yeah, he is like people think he's like a saint, and he is. You know what I mean? There was one story he's told about. I mean, he's gotten in a lot of trouble. I feel like he.
Good.
He was underage and like changed his ID like birthday with like a pencil. I guess you could do that at some point. Like on a night, he did that, and like he was in Flint, and I guess it was like right when he was like kind of becoming like a known figure just in like a small town, you know, like sporting way. And he went to like buy beer or something, and the guy was like, "I'm calling the cops." And like I think
What?
and like it was a whole thing. Like went to jail, I'm pretty sure. Like really bad. And like my grandpa is like a teddy bear now, but I think he was pretty rough back in the day, like a pretty intimidating figure, and they had to go home and tell him, and it was like a whole thing. I feel like there's like other good ones.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, I'd like to think of myself as a good person, and I think this would be a good person move. Like, I'd see your dad just being a living legend, be like, you know what, whatever, like, just take it. I'm not gonna call the cops on you, like.
With him, I
might be like, hey, like, don't do it again, you know, like.
Yeah, like that. My mom and I always say this. Because it's just like like going anywhere with him is just a different experience. Like not even just because he's like a well-known guy, but just like people have like a real emotional like connection to him. A lot of people like, I mean, clearly he's like such an inspirational like figure, but a lot of people, you know, like I think watched him growing up and like have family members who have, you know, maybe have a disability or just in some way he's inspired them. So I think there's that connection that people have, but like literally anywhere we go, like we'll go to dinner here and it's like people start bringing out like appetizers on appetizers on appetizers and like try this and like go up to the gym. And then I go like the next night and I have like horrible service or something. I sometimes like my mom and I are just like, are you kidding me? Or like, I feel like he just gets out of things because of like who he is, which is sometimes it's nice when you're with him, but other times,
Right.
Oh, Tad.
Put him on speakerphone when you're talking to him and you're ordering food at a restaurant.
Oh gosh, I thought I froze again. That scared me.
For a second, you did. For a
second,
second, you did. You're good.
No.
Don't worry. We'll make that the cover when we put it up on Instagram.
No, does he? I was just gonna ask. Does he like feed into that, or is he like going like this, like trying not to be seen to get more? I mean, if anybody's bringing me extra appetizers, I don't care who I am.
I'm all for it.
You know, but maybe if somebody's coming up for like pictures or stuff like that, you know, that might be different.
I mean, I was young in the height of like when he was really like still playing. So I feel like I don't know how it was back then. I think my parents really did like value privacy in that time because it was kind of hard, especially like playing for the Yankees. I think being in New York was like just a lot. But in terms of now, it's more dependent on like where we are. He's never one to like shy away from anyone. Like he's the most friendly man and like would sign anything or take a picture with anyone. But like at home, like when we're in California, most people kind of like know that he just like lives there. So I don't really think it happens as much there, but actually here is like pretty, people like are more, I think, excited to see him and people who have that like Michigan connection. And
I feel like though the Michigan thing is a little more personal for people, right? Like,
yeah.
Instead, like obviously he was a legend at Michigan as well, but his true like fame didn't come until he was with the Yankees a little bit. So when he comes back to Ann Arbor, it's almost like a hometown type feeling, I bet, for him.
For sure. It definitely is.
Has there been any like advice that maybe your dad has given you that you've given your sister, some sort of like Michigan, you know, legacy advice?
There's this like, we have like kind of like a family like motto, I would say. It's this idea of like you have two choices and you can either be like a fountain or a drain in life. And that's something that like my dad is always saying. I mean, he's just like one of those guys that always has like a gem of wisdom like at all points. So I can't even come up with one specific thing, but that's pretty important. And that's been instilled in both of us from a pretty young age, just like being really grateful for the opportunity to like play at such a cool school and just acknowledging like how many people would like just die to like walk in your shoes and to like do the same thing that you got to do. So, you know, sometimes like if it's a grind or anything, just like take a step back and appreciate like really how lucky you are and know that it's going to fly by. So just like try to do as much as you can to work hard, be a good teammate, and just like really play for Michigan because it's just something you're always going to cherish.
Dude, I love that. I love that. And I feel like knowing you personally, you really take that to heart and you've done that with your life, which is really cool. I love that you said that. That's pretty cool to me.
Oh, thanks. That's sweet. That's like seriously my life motto.
Let's try to do our 0 to 90 takes, guys. Does anybody want to go first? We got any volunteers?
Gimme.
All right, Jack.
I'm ready.
All right, Jack.
The first week I'm ready.
Your 0 to 90 starts now.
All right. I was just on the radio with Michael Spath. Got to shout myself out there. We talked about Madden ratings for the current Michigan football players. And I think there's going to be multiple starters on offense and defense that'll be up for some postseason awards this coming year.
Wow. Okay.
Multiple. I'm excited.
Yeah. That's not hot enough.
Come on.
That's pretty hot because I know there's defense, yes, but offense, that means that somebody's having a breakout year.
Yeah, hasn't been a lot of offense the last, 5-10 years. You can't say there's been multiple guys for the last 5-10 years. Michigan football.
I want
think this year's the
habanero
year.
peppers, serrano peppers, jalapeno peppers. I want them all stirred up in a big gumbo.
Milton's getting the Heisman. Nico Collins is runner-up, and he's getting the Bolitnikoff Award. That's my 0 to 90.
There we go. There we go. All right.
Perfect.
Ro,
That was hot.
follow that up. Your 0 to 90 starts now.
All right. So the Big Ten Conference schedule is getting put out this week, and we are starting football September 5th, folks. That's not official, but it is official from Blue by 90. You heard it here first. Football is back. We're going to start football. I don't care what's happening around the world. I mean, I do care, but football is going to happen September 5th. Let's go.
Golf
There
clap.
you go, dude. Ro got me hyped up.
Imagine if it actually happens that we get an announcement that we're going to be just screaming that the entire podcast.
Oh, my gosh.
Lord.
What are you doing? Sorry.
All right, you ready?
I'm not ready yet.
Come on.
What do you
No,
mean?
I'm not ready yet. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, Kalen. Your 0 to 90 starts now.
Okay, I read this article by Ryan Nanny from Banner Society, and he was just going off. He was going absolutely nuts. He said we should treat this season as an experimental season. So, like, if you're playing in the SEC, we should make a new rule. Coaches kick. Head coach does all the kicks. Nick Saban is on the field kicking field goals, right? If you score a safety,
You're cut off.
11
You're done.
points.
You're done. You ruined it. You could have gone really well, but you killed it with the
11
frickin'
points
Nick
for a
Saban.
safety?
I did like that. I did like that one.
I would
It happens so rarely. Why not?
That's true. I would pay so much money to watch Coach O try to kick a field goal. Oh my God.
You would drill it and you know it.
Speaking of gumbo,
Speaking
I
of
gotta
gumbo.
get a little bit of that gumbo.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Speaking of MLB, go Tigers.
All right,
Maddie.
Maddie, I'm not sure if you're still
Mark
here
this
or
time.
not.
Mark this time.
Okay, I'm just on audio, I think, but
That's okay.
Perfect.
Yep, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay,
Kalen, you got the
guys.
timer?
I hate to not give a football take because I feel like that just makes me sound like one of those girls because I actually am sporty. But I don't really. I'm embarrassed that I don't know enough about football. So, I'm gonna give a different sort of take if that's cool with you guys, and I'm gonna say that Washtenaw Dairy is better than Blank Slate Creamery.
Wow. Talk about a hot take.
This is what I'm
Standing
talking
ovation
about.
from Jack.
These are
Oh
awesome
my gosh.
takes.
All right. Can
Maddie,
you
I
let's
loved
give a
you. I
little
loved
reasoning
you
there.
before. I loved you before, but you're there now. Like it has always been. It has always been number one. I hate that people love Blank Slate more than Washtenaw Dairy. Washtenaw Dairy is the OG. Blank Slate came in 5 years ago, and Washtenaw Dairy has been there since day one. It is the best.
I've never been to Blank Slate.
From this entire show that we've ever had. I've never been to Blank Slate because Washtenaw Dairy is the best. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I'm so
I didn't
glad
even know there was another choice.
there isn't. Honestly, it's awful.
Yeah.
Never had it, but it sucks.
Okay, I can't
Had Blank
hear what
Slate
you're saying,
before?
but what?
Have you had Blank Slate before?
Yeah.
And you've tried both and you like Washtenaw Dairy better.
I appreciate
Oh, cut out.
Washtenaw Dairy is just like good vibes, and it's just like where you want to be.
Love it. Couldn't be happier right now.
So like neighborhoody, and like the ice cream is just good.
We're all about the vibes here.
I'm trying to put the glasses on for that.
All right. Well,
what a way to end the show.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Maddie, do you have
Guys.
anything you want to plug or anything like that?
Like
No, I just
TikTok.
Oh my god, I have a TikTok, but it is private and no one can follow me.
Follow me at Mr.
I
Sandy.
love TikTok. I'm addicted to TikTok. Like, it's bad.
Same. It's fine.
Like, I be on for hours and hours. Like, I get the notification from the guy that's like, you need to turn the app off. It's really bad. But yeah, I do have a TikTok, but don't follow me. But thank you guys for having me on. I've like actually had so much fun, and I hope that I was sporty enough to keep up.
Yes, Matty, you were very, very
Of
sporty.
course.
And your Washington Dairy take will make you a legend in the blue by 90 era.
Legend.
So yeah, we're very happy we had you on.
I wish I could see your face because it's kind of awkward. I'm just like talking in my computer.
Oh,
But-
you're like the biggest smile you've ever seen.
Good.
Go check out Washington Dairy if you have not. Go check out Blank Slate if you have not.